Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings, and we're going to go ahead and do another one. So today we're just going to do general, right? We're just going to see whatever comes up for each pile. We have 3 options here. I got the little spotlight on, even though it's daytime. It's this little, I don't know, it's not overcast, I guess, blue skies, but anyways, it's not very shiny out. So here's a sun card for us to brighten it up. We have a sun card. We have the Onyx card in this deck, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Just shuffled and pulled 3 cards. So go ahead and pick whichever one connects with you. I hope you're doing well. I hope y'all are feeling very loved and blessed and supported and in a good way. And I'm going to see you on your timestamps, all right? Okay, for those of you who chose the sun grid, we'll give it a little bit more shuffle. I shuffle in between the takes here. But, okay, let's see what we got. We have a King of Pentacles reversed, and we have a 8 of Wands reversed. So in this situation, there could be where somebody doesn't want to communicate to someone else. They don't want to be forthcoming with information. It could also be that maybe like there's been someone who's communicated very ruthlessly. They could have been in their own opinions, ideals. This is almost like when the King of Pentacles tries to be the Hierophant. They're both Taurus cards, and gets very bossy and brassy in the way that they're communicating with others, and this could be a big turnoff to other people who this is Mercury and Sagittarius. You want someone to understand where you're coming from. You want them to appreciate, you know, the life you live, the mind you have, your freedoms, you know, your way of coming to life as a unique person, and this person is not understanding at all. So if you've been wondering, should I message them or not, or what should I do in this situation, it could say that not communicating could be one of the better things to do. Look, I said what I said. That's my truth, period. Yeah, I said what I said. That's my truth, period. This is saying in trickster-ish. So this is saying that if you try to communicate in this situation, this person might intentionally continue to misunderstand you, twist your words, stomp your words down. This is where someone's like putting their foot on your throat chakra, and you're like trying to communicate. You're trying to show who you are. You're trying to express yourself. And it just feels like you can't. Like, what's going on, right? You guys picked the Sun card, which is solar plexus, and you know, that childlike energy. And this could be very much like the person who shuts down children, or who is always having to be the more powerful one. The power plays in the situation against somebody else's solar plexus, willing energy, hypnotized. Yeah, they want people like really under their spell, doing what they want, doing what they say in this situation. Now, if this is how you've been enacting, because general readings can go both ways, and you know that maybe you've been putting your foot down too much on a partner or a child or whoever it is. This could also be dealing with someone who has to deal with work, finances. This could be like somebody like that, like a landlord or something. This could also be someone you work with. For some of you, it's a blood tie, so it could be someone who wants to have authority in the family, okay? But it's saying that if you're the one doing this, it's not working. This person might be being quiet for a while, but it's just making them very frustrated, and they're bound to explode at some point, and it could end up being the big wrench in your gears, so to speak, if the pressure keeps going in this way. Yeah, strength reversed, a misuse of power. A straight up misuse of power. We have Leo, we have Taurus, we have Sagittarius. That's the main signs here that are coming through very strongly. We could also have Libra. Actually, this 8, it says 8 of staffs, but it looks like Libra, the way the light's shining on it from upside down from over here too. And I always think of the person in the strength card that's trying to suppress the lion as being that Libran energy. So this is really what I'm seeing. The suggestion here is to not let somebody bully you. I'm very sorry, anyone that's dealing with like some bullying or something. They're saying don't be a martyr, don't overly sacrifice. We have Pisces here. It's Pisces season when I film this. They're saying don't let others put weights on your shoulders that you don't deserve to bear, that's knocking you off, that's knocking your equilibrium off, that's giving you stress. In the background, I'm seeing like somebody's limb. It looks like it has like netting on it. So this person could be used to chopping people down, doing what they want, you know, tangling people up in what they want to tangle them in. But we have you being spiritually woke here with your halo shining. You being able to dress your armor in that blue, that throat chakra. You need to put your foot down and say, I don't want to communicate with you, or don't speak to me that way. And that is what it is. It's not negotiable. We're not having a long conversation about it. Like, I will be free, I will be respected, I will be heard, and that's that. Whether someone thinks you owe them money or not, or this could be people speaking on your physical body. Who are they? Who are they to speak on your physical body like that? If you're, not hurting anyone, and there's not a concern, and if there is a concern that they have, a genuine concern, okay, not some bigoted concern, then they would come with care. They wouldn't come with trash and degrading and things of that nature, okay? So I think the lion needs to roar a little bit in this situation and say, look, the only reason you were able to hold me back is because I was tolerating that a bit out of kindness to you, because I didn't want, some of you were afraid to roar at the person in this situation because you knew once I start roaring, it's done. once I pop off, it's done, okay? But sometimes that's the only way people hear you, is to either completely ice them out or roar your head off, is basically the advice in this situation, okay? Give yourself support, give yourself advocacy, and don't allow them to nature lover and roam. And roam is a word I always think of with lions, all right? You can leave the situation, get out and ground in nature, get this person's energy off of you, and yeah, let yourself be known as a person who deserves respect and love and to be heard. Wishy-washy is for dishwater. They said don't be wishy-washy with yourself. So with this person, you have to stay strong in what you say. If you kind of ignore them and then kind of put your foot down, but then kind of let them have their way, it will never work. This person will be like, got you, yep, I'm getting my way with you, I'm starting to get power over you. You have to be absolute strong solar plexus, strong throat chakra with this person, okay? That's what I'm seeing. So much support to everyone who's in a good way. I hope you guys come from under this bullying, this rudeness, this ridiculousness, and I trust your spirit crew's going to help you and guide you, okay? Because I definitely see them helping you get your shine on and making sure that you're protected and encouraged through the situation, okay? So I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose the ONYX card up here, we got a little shuffle in between, but I'll shuffle a little bit more here. Let's see what general messages we have for this group. Whatever general messages your spirit crew wants to bring through in a good way, that's what we're looking for right now. Ooh, got something flipping over. Oh, two. Got Hermit reversed and Judgment. Some of you in this group, you have extreme social anxiety, or there's a particular situation that lends some like anxiety. This could be public speaking, because I see that there's multitudes of people, and there's this person here. Some of you want to come out of your shell and connect more. You're waiting, for that next level of showing who you are, expressing your soul talent and things like that. But you could also feel very overwhelmed in how others are going to see you, because we have like different eyes here. So you could be afraid that others aren't going to see you the way that you see you, or the way that you intend to be seen, the way you want to express yourself in some way. Here the third eye is reversed as well. So there's a lot about you feeling like people's eyes are on you. Maybe you feel like people will send you negative eye, evil eye, as they say, instead of some positive energy. But then you're like, man, I want to spread my wings. I want to come out of my cocoon. I want to show who I am. So how do I allow myself to elevate within the collective and show this magic? There's gold dust all over here. Show this magic that I have, but also be safe and protected. It's like this lifetime means a lot to you, and certain plans that you have for yourself mean a lot to your soul. So you could feel some stress because you have pressure from your higher self, like, go ahead, fly, butterfly. Come on now, let's do it. We can do this. We're meant to do this. This is our plan. But then at the same time, you have current physical world things. This Virgo card, mundane day-to-day things, right? Just our everyday life. So you got to go to work, and that can wear you down. You got to go to, check out things with your health, work out, things like that. So just the day-to-day grind could kind of supersede the big soul moves that you want to do sometimes. So there's a lot of energy here that needs to be harmonized. You want this deep kind of occult, spiritual, kind of karmic, past lifetimes, future lifetimes, soul journeys, Scorpio energy here to be harmonious with your day-to-day energy as much as possible. All right, we have Pisces card, Ten of Cups reversed. Some of you, it's because you've had extreme disappointments in big groups of people. It could have been, a particular forum you were on. It could have been your family. It could have been that you don't hang out with everyone from high school anymore. It could be that a particular scene or group or genre of people that you were connecting with, that you really have had a hard time dealing with how people move in that area. And it could just be in general, the collective, it's like every ripple that goes through, there's a lot of tears all over this here. If it's not happy cups here, we got a lot of tears all of a sudden. So I feel like your ancestors and spirit crew are very, very present with you. And I feel like also your muses know that you've had a lot of like mourning and sadness. Maybe you've had disappointments with some tough lessons as you try to assert yourself into the physical world, as you try to make your mark, and then there's been disappointments. The Hermit reverse points to wisdom that has not been gleaned, wisdom that's there that you haven't picked the jewels out of from your experiences. And this is a psychological card because it's a card of Pluto. Pluto and Scorpio rule our psychological self. So this says if you go into your counseling, if you go into internal reflection with yourself, there's still more wisdom and power for you to get from past situations. That's something you really want to do because you don't want to go through something and then not have the full understanding or empowerment from it that you could. If the hermit's going to climb the mountain, they need to know the mysteries of the mountain. Okay, they need to come back with all that herbal wisdom, the wisdom of the stars, all of that. Okay, give me all that. So that's the advice here for you as well, is to continue to know yourself. Don't be so embarrassed. And look, do you believe in yourself? Do you know these things about yourself? Don't be so embarrassed or ashamed because of some kind of rejection from others, or others being more false than you had hoped that they would be. People not being genuine, maybe in the way that you wanted people to come together. This says, who's going to stop you? Okay, you don't want to let that stop you. Cold-hearted. um I feel like with cold-hearted, this is one of those things where it's like you can decide where you need to kind of call your heart back to yourself and not put it out there in certain ways, and decide where you do need to breathe belief into your heart and let your heart free. A lot of times, because of programming, we give our heart openly to the situations where people are cold-hearted and they're going to stomp all over it. And then we hold our heart back from situations that are actually going to be very fulfilling and very loving. So here, I think that's part of that hermit's wisdom. Your timing is still a little bit off, and your judgment with others, like judging a situation and stuff, can still be a little bit off. This doesn't mean you're not very intuitive and wise in other areas, but in these specific areas that are coming up to you as I'm speaking this, those are where you want to get your timing back. You want to trust your insight into things. If you can already read a situation and read people in a situation, then allow yourself to go with that wisdom and claim that hermit wisdom, versus feeling like, well, I should probably put myself through this again. This is heartbreak I'm familiar with, so let me let my heart off my sleeve again, and chase this again. Wisdom doesn't mean we have to do something again just because we've been good at like losing in that area. Wisdom could say, I don't need to lose in this area, but I will go try elsewhere. Maybe I'll lose there too, but maybe I will grow and succeed. So that's the advice here, is instead of going into what's re-triggering and staying small in areas that you're like, well, I know how to stay in my corner over here, right? A lot of times when I counsel and read for people, the reason they stay in toxic friendships or family dynamics is because they're used to it. They're like, well, what people say, but rather the devil you know than the devil you don't, kind of thing. And look, knock on wood and everything else, I just do not agree with that. Allow yourself to free yourself from these negative emotional entanglements. This energy could be very much in your aura, very much in your essence, and it's trying to mess up your soul vibe. Like, we need your soul vibe going, because this is amazing. You're so far above all of those problems, okay? When you're in your soul energy here. So just remember, it's just current things. You're just having reminders and lessons in your current physical form, but you want to have great belief in yourself and who you are. We definitely have strong Capricorn energy here as well. Got a little Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, could be a little Cancer. All right, so this is saying exactly that. Have value to yourself. Hold yourself in great value. Don't put yourself out there to those who don't respect you. All right, don't put yourself out there. You're still a good person. All right, you can still be a good, respectful, generous, loving person, but don't put yourself out to people who are going to spit in the meal you cook them. Okay, If that's the case, hey, think of it this way, it's a waste of food, right? It's a waste of energy. And that's something even I teach baby magic and anyone, I'll tell my friends in support, you never want to do that to yourself. And it can be hard, all right? I'm a Pisces and I get it. You just want to love everyone. But that's the big advice here, because they're saying store up your energy in the right places. Well, and that's going to help you. This person in this Four of Pentacles is actually having different types of harvest that they're storing for each of the different like clans in their nation. So it's like if you do have some proper boundaries, you actually end up being able to give to so many more people, right? And that's the higher aspect of Capricorn. There's a side of Capricorn that can be stingy, but the higher aspect of Capricorn says, I conserve my energy with respect to myself and respect to those who I share it with, because I'm going to share it accurately. And that way I am able to invest and help grow and give back in the most powerful of ways, instead of wasting resources, energy, and time where it's going to come to nothing. You know, that's just disrespectful to me, it's disrespectful to my resources, and it's disrespectful to others who actually want to put in effort or who actually would receive things in a good way. So this is the kind of mindset they're suggesting in this situation. Those of you who are having problems with finances, you do need to save, but it could be that you need to save in your own unique creative ways. Invest in ways that are like, rather than trying to do everything, pick those few ways that are going to have big impact for you, that are something that you really align with as being something healthy and something you're proud of. And don't worry about all of the other, okay? So I think you have a lot to reclaim, and trusting your personal mind to make your unique decisions for your life. Remember that you have that right, okay? Believe in yourself and know that when you're aligned with what is right for yourself, do not psych yourself out of it. Don't let anyone stop you, but move forward in a good way. That's where you can put a little kind of wall, and people might say, well, you're being cold, you don't want to. Yes, but we'll start and stop there. I feel like you guys have a good support to allow yourself to move beyond whatever limitations that have been here. And I think you guys are good builders. I think you have a soul talent for building up your resources. Maybe in this current lifetime, you need to find out like how that information is applicable. Like, let's say if back in the day you were like, you know, mad good at barter and trade and stuff, and you were always very secure and someone that your community trusted to actually help them and help them persevere through tough times, because you were so wise with things like that. Now you might be like, what the beep is crypto? How do I do this, right? It's a different type of resources and finance. But I think once you educate yourself on those things, and you just have the confidence to believe in yourself that you're a good decision maker, you are good at resource energy, and you are good at having love and community around you, even if it hasn't been happening for whatever reason, other people's free will, people being cold-hearted, whatever it is, that doesn't mean that you're not a good community member. Remember, I always say that a lot of times people who are actually sometimes the best at being like the family member, the parent, the friend, or whatever, they might not have a lot of friends and family around them, because if they want a really healthy dynamic and things of that nature, there might be a lot of people who don't get that around them until they find their right group of people, right? Things of that nature. So, or until the time's right and they have that child, or they, whatever it is, they're able to find where to place that nurturing and love with people who will receive it and respect it and deserve it, okay? Or again, the timing comes around for their soul connect with soul friendships and soul family. So you guys have some of that going on, okay? Don't let anything make you bitter. I just love this encouraging Four of Pentacles, Four of Coins here so much. We have a secret ritual occurred reversed. So some of you were worried about someone putting some negative magic. Remember we said evil eye over here, someone trying to, instead of giving good energy psychically to you, negative energy. There could have been someone who was one of these signs. We had Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, that put negative energy towards your life and try to make you have some kind of poverty or something of that nature. No, we're only going up now. We got ocean views. You will achieve your goals. You will. And I'm talking about the security that you need, the safe energy for you and your loved ones, the view that you wanted to have in the home you wanted to have, with you working on, your spiritual goals and your physical world gifts and everything thriving. You will reach it if you stay believing in yourself and you stay being this amazing soul that you are. you will figure out the physical world things, okay? And this is going way above. This is climbing up. It's not just seeing the views, it's ascending even beyond that. So even more than you've imagined for yourself. It said, thought it wasn't possible? Ooh. Your spirit crew said you thought it was impossible. Do you believe? Because we're already there, okay? We're already there with our drink sitting in the chair looking at these ocean views, okay? We're waiting for you, so come on now. It's like when, have you ever been sitting at a house or some location and you have the friend who's lost with directions and they get so flustered and they get so upset and you're like, friend, you're gonna get here soon, it's okay. Come on, bestie, come on, calm down. You're gonna get here. Everyone's here. And they just feel like they're never gonna make it. Maybe I should just go home. They get so worried. And then when they finally figure out the directions and they arrive, you have, it's a good time. So y'all could be a little like that. Your spirit crew's ahead of you a little bit, like it looks good up here. It's a good life. Come on, keep living well and enjoy the process and just figure out the information so you can move ahead, because we got everything set up right here. Okay, we got everything set up, and no stankety stank energy is gonna stop that from you if you don't stop yourself, because who's gonna stop you, right? That's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those of you who chose the Three of Pentacles, we'll give a little bit more shuffle, even though we shuffle up things. Oh, it jumped onto my lap. So cute. It's the Six of Cups too. Six of Gourds, which is the child card, right? One of them in tarot. We got these beautiful flowers blossoming here. Wow, and I love how the kids are joining hands here to make like a fort or a protective energy over their heads and protect the flowers. So sweet. I love that. It just has so much innocence with it. We have the Nine of Swords. Some of you could be worried about protecting something that's very pure and innocent and sacred to you. It could be a child. It could be your magical child energy. It could definitely be a project, something you've grown with your own hands. So, let's say if you're an artist, it looks like artwork, or if you are, shout out to Divine Rebels, getting messages from some of y'all during this. If you are somebody who, grows plants, or even your animal. Some of you could be concerned about your animal. I actually do a lot of animal readings and channeling. I do talking to like land and plants for people and things of that nature. So I know you guys have beautiful relationships with, the animal and plant nations around you as well. So there's this energy of wanting to take care of them. And I think it's good. I think it's good to pay extra attention to whoever or whatever is this vulnerable, person, creature, or project that you're focusing on, because they do seem to have some hectic energy coming towards them. Maybe you have a very sweet puppy, but people are rude about them barking because they're adjusting to when you, like, there could be separation anxiety, for example, like when you have to have time away from them. This could be your own magical child, where maybe you're going to school, you got professors telling you this and this and that about your craft, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, like your magical child's just trying to kind of quivering, trying to exist and say, but I have my own expression, I have my own voice, like I want to be recognized and supported as well. So there can be some anxiety that comes with showing kind of your open heart, this tender energy here. And this is very important to your soul, because it is a Scorpio card, and it is a card that connects with like past lives and soulmates. So this could be why you feel sensitive too. If you're like, if you're meant to do this project, or if that you're meant to, be an artist, or to work with animals, or whatever it is, the thought of not being able to do that could be something that can spiral some of you, okay? And can really, really stress you out. I do want to say we're going to go a little bit trigger warning real quick. Some of you, if you ever have fear of stepping back, some of you have overcome self-harm, or you're still working through that right now, please reach out to someone immediately. Immediately. You deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to be healthy and safe, and that is something that we want to support you in 100%, okay? Especially if there's things from the past that come up and overwhelm your current situation. I think in general with this pile, there can be where like you have such good energy and you can be truly, truly positive, but some of you have some real horrors that you've survived through in your past, and others might not get that at all. They're like, wow, look at this beautiful, happy painting. You speak to my spirit, and they have no idea the layers of meaning. They have no idea what it is you've really survived through, and sometimes even what what it takes to get through the day for you, to be honest, and to continue to process through trauma and very tough things, and how many things can be severely triggering as you go along the kind of the pollution in society. So I feel like here you guys should be very proud of yourself every second, every breath you take, that you're doing well and that you are sticking it out for yourself. You deserve to be sweet and kind. You deserved a good childhood, point blank. Okay, you picked this pile, you deserve to have a good childhood, and there could have been things that were not anyone's fault in certain ways that happened, and there could have been things that people did choose to bring to your childhood that were not okay. And I see you here just growing and flourishing and just being this beautiful energy, this beautiful, beautiful being throughout so much of this. Okay, justice reverse. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be a deep reading here. We have karmic energies, soulmates that maybe have disappointed us. This could be all kinds of soulmates. Okay, this could have been, the great uncle who should have had your back when you were a kid and you needed them. Okay, this could be that teacher who was a soulmate from another lifetime who should have been a better teacher this lifetime and looked out for you. Things like that as well with justice reverse. So the universe has noted this. Some of you just need to know, like, you are lovable, you are precious. Just like those little puppies, just like these little birds tweeting outside, just like a child, you are precious and sacred. And it's not okay for people to go and trigger you. It's not okay for people to say, oh, we know that you've been through this situation, so we can treat you how we want, right? It's not okay for people. Justice reverse, in this case, I really like this Libra reverse because Libra rules like those toxic aspects of society that is like caste systems. You know what I mean? And like classism and things like that, where it's like, oh, well, because you live in this neighborhood, we can treat you how we want. You know what I mean? um because this is your background, we can treat you how we want. So this is the universe saying, nah, no, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that. You deserve to be loved and to know how precious and important that you are. You're deeply important. Okay, we have universal energies here, soul energies, spiritual world energies here, and they're saying the scales have not been in your favor for a lot of things. All right. For some of you, it could be one thing. Maybe you did grow up in what seemed like a plush life, but there was things that were not okay that happened, and people don't know that. But that's something that has really affected you in some way, okay, deeply. And for some of you, it's like everything. You're like, how can I get out of this, right? It could be this like redlining. It can be judgments on. Some of you, you had someone intentionally mess up your record, whether it was like a school record or some kind of like legal government record or whatever it was, paperwork, something like that. And it was like something that wasn't even your fault. Okay, it could literally be the country you were born in or something. Like something's not your fault. And then you got a lot of just hate and this kind of stuff from other people. So they really just want me to address this right now because they want to say to this audience, this group, we see you. We get your situation, your unique situation, and this is not okay. These people that are acting boorish and just uncouth and cruel, and maybe there's people who, let's say that you're from a country who this lifetime is at war with another country. So people, just because you were born in that country, people treat you this horrific way, and you have to feel unsafe all the time, and you have people reporting you or trying to get you out the neighborhood or whatever, things like that. It's like they're saying this is not okay. You have so much love and support. They want to encourage you to release these people's energy. Don't ingest their hate and their poison on your spirit as being accurate to who you are. They don't know who you are. They don't know your worth. So that is the plea that I'm getting from your spiritual world right now is please do not think that these people have any accuracy and saying your worth. Sometimes we know that, right? Because you have a very beautiful, innocent, pure way of looking at love and life in a lot of ways. However, sometimes we have that where we just get too beat down and we start thinking, well, maybe it's just right. Maybe what they're saying. Maybe I should just give up. Maybe I can't get out of this area. Maybe I can't, I shouldn't believe in myself. Is that silly? Is that silly that I keep believing in myself? Maybe it's not for me. That's why you got this reading, so that your spirit crew here can come through and say, you are so divinely loved. This is a Pisces card. It's like a Venus and Pisces energy. It's this ascended part of love where we learn that it's okay and even encouraged to detach. Love teaches us to be in healthy situations. It's not just a soul bond that's toxic. It's not just having to allow ourselves to be abused or mistreated or mislabeled. Okay, mislabeled is a big thing for this group. You have to name yourself. You have to say who you are. You have to trust yourself so much right now and release everyone's energy out of your aura and go into your soul energies and towards the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, okay? This could be that you still might have to deal with some legalities or different things. It doesn't mean that other people are going to stop being the way they are, but it's encouraging you not to adjust to the way they are. The takeaway is you got this. The takeaway is you got this. We got the wishy-washy is for dishwashers. So they're saying dishwater, don't be wishy-washy on yourself. We got some of the cards from the other group. So some of you watched every group. And to free yourself, move forward happily, allow yourself to travel. Again, some of you, you're like, they say I can't travel. They say, these things. They're saying find a way to be safe. You got this. You're meant to love yourself and be supportive of yourself. You're meant to be a free person. Some of you, you need to take the step to sue the pants off of somebody who did you wrong. You need to stand up for yourself legally with documentation, things of that nature, okay? 100%. Some of you could be in legal battles with children or doing something trying to stand up for others who have been marginalized. Some of you, this is your job. So you're feeling this because you are advocating for others who have been very, very done wrong by, right? You might be somebody who works with refugees, who works with at-risk kids, something of that nature, and it weighs on your spirit. Release that energy from yourself. If you are if you're the guardian of a child, or you're working in a capacity like that where you're the teacher or someone who has that authority and influence with the child, you can also help protect their energy and aura in a very powerful way that could be very helpful to children as well. Okay, throw that cloak of protection over them as well energetically, and help cleanse and heal their energy as well. Okay, because it will make a big impact. I do think you're going to get out of this situation, and I do think you're going to feel better. I do think your energy is key in this situation as well, as you shift your energy more and more into 100% just staying in that self-love energy and that energy of I don't have to tolerate this or accept this, and I will also fight for my rights. Regardless of how difficult the situation is. They're giving me the example of somebody who way back in the day when there was still enslavement and everything going on fought for their rights for their inventions, right? A lot of inventions are not invented by who they said they were, because it used to be legal for like millennia. Like if a woman created it, or an other gendered person or a marginalized person created it, then whoever was the ruling class could just say that they invented it, right? So there's been cases where even in those times when the inventor was very marginalized, they stood up for themselves and actually won, which is astounding if you think about it. Like, you don't have the right to life, but somehow just, shining in your own brilliance, you even got others to admit that this is you, right? This is you. So they're saying that it might seem like a 1 in 10 billion chance that you are going to get the justice that you deserve, but you fight for yourself regardless. You know who you are. You put your boundaries and don't accept the pollution that others try to put into your pure stream, okay? And take whatever steps to protect yourself that you can, because you're deserving of doing so. Also, go ahead and be open to whatever counseling that you need. Some of you need some kind of official counselor. I would say for this group, okay? You need someone to talk to. Like, you really do. You need an advisor. You need like a mentor energy, okay? So, and someone who's healthy, not somebody who pretends to be that, but then is triggering, okay? So some of you've had a very triggering, unhealthy a mentor or counselor or something. Maybe you're very nervous about that. A lot of times if people are afraid to go to therapy, it's because they've had a negative experience when they're a kid or something with that. So you are going to be able to find one that is healthy. And they do suggest that you do that. We got ocean views again, all of these cards. So this pile is tying together some messages from people who watch group 1 and group 2. You might also take a look at that. I could see definitely how group 2 could relate into this one for sure. But you do have open futures. You do have 10 of Cups in the views. You do have blessings that want to come your way. You do have your goals wanting to be achieved and being energetically possible for you to achieve this lifetime, okay? So with much love and much respect, I feel like move forward, all right? And they're saying, let your magical child play. Still love you. Still love you. Don't worry. It's kind of coming out where it's like, so don't worry about if some toxic person from the past still loved you. Don't do it for them. Don't imagine them as you're imagining building your life. Don't imagine your toxic parent, your toxic ex, your toxic ex friends in the audience. Don't do that. Cut your energy completely. We're talking about completely. Cut your energy, send them away. All right? And then you stay focused on what you need to do, because they're saying your soul and your energy needs to be handling your life to build it up, because that's a full-time job, taking care of yourself, supporting yourself, and moving forward. And you got this. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.